Look at you. Thank you. All right. Oh, what a crowd. Oh, they're all pumped up. Okay. Thank you. Look, I don't know if you got the memo, but there's been a change in the program. We're freaking out about Ebola again. I don't know if you... In the middle of the week, we stopped, but now we started again because Ebola, I don't know if you heard this, has arrived in New York City. And I say if it can make it there, it can make it anywhere. Start spreading the plague. I'd sing more of that, but we'd have to pay. Now, I am so not worried about this because, you know what? I know how this disease spreads, and New Yorkers are famous for not taking shit from anybody. And that's... No, you know... Now, this patient who has it, he was a doctor. He is a doctor with Doctors Without Borders. He was in Africa, which is such an admirable thing to do. He has my utmost respect for doing that. But he comes back to New York, knowing he was just there, working with Ebola patients. He rides 3 subways. He took an Uber taxi. He jogs through the park, and he goes bowling. Can't anybody just relax in this city? What is it with this disease? Between him going bowling and Dr. Nancy Snyderman going out for food and the lady got on a cruise ship and the other went to Cleveland? This is the only disease that makes you want to shit, vomit, and mingle. Honestly, I don't understand this. We live in a world where every imaginable interaction can be done online or with the touch of a button or remotely. And somehow, every Ebola victim comes back from Africa with an uncontrollable urge to join an improv class. Guy goes bowling? Oh, my God. And now they've shut down the bowling alley where he's went. Well, they should. If there's one thing you don't want to do, it's to stick your finger in an Ebola patient's balls. That is the worst. We know that. So, well, the other big story this week, terror has a new face, much like Renee Zellweger. And ladies and gentlemen, you're right. Too far, too soon. Too far and too soon. No. No, it's Canadian terrorism. There was, I'm sure you saw this, an attack on the Canadian Parliament. The shooter, we know now, was a convert to, well, I don't want to be called a bigot, so I'll just say a religion. I don't know which one. That's how much of a liberal I am, because it's equally likely it could be any religion. You know what? I think it was the Amish. I think the guy was Amish. No, he was... He was a guy who was he's a jihadist, a Muslim jihadist, and a Canadian jihadist. Wow. The authorities are calling him Vanilla ISIS. Which... And I mean, I love Canada. I feel for them. Everybody up there is on edge now. Rob Ford today said, I guess I picked the wrong week to quit smoking crack. But here's what I don't get about this. The attacker made known his wish to go join ISIS in Syria, and the government took away his passport. We do the same thing. I don't get it. How about this? If a guy, a violent religious nut, says he wants to go to Syria, let him. Here's a plane ticket. Your connection is in Liberia. Good luck. And really, Canada, if we're going to start confiscating passports, couldn't we start with Bieber? But, you know, never to be outdone with mayhem, America, the country of mayhem. We had a school shooting today, and also this week, another White House fence jumper. Did you see that? This time Obama was home for it, and when he saw the guy running across the White House lawn toward the White House, he said to the Secret Service, "Oh, don't stop him yet. At least that's one person not trying to distance himself from me." Oh, did you see Did you see the president this week voting in Chicago? He was doing his early voting. This was a funny scene because he was next to this woman who was also voting, and the woman's boyfriend walks by and says, "Mr. President, don't touch my girlfriend." That's weird. I mean, they didn't say that to Clinton, and he was touching your girlfriend. But you know, Obama, always cool. He said to the guy, "If you like the girlfriend you have, you can keep the girlfriend you have."